BTBC, what it do, man? Y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Jay Aries, and I'm here with my wonderful host, Rod Hardy, Wrestle Spot. You see, we got a bunch of wonderful guests here with us today. Lee, Enigma, Ghost, Deontay, all here, and you know why we're here. Wrestler of the year, but we're gonna get into that a little bit later. Right now, I'm gonna pass it off to my boy Rod Hardy. Let him talk his talk, man. We got a great show for y'all tonight, man. Everybody who supports BTBC, we love y'all. We've been going up, and I hope y'all enjoy the show.
Yes.
Tonight.
Sorry, Jay. Sorry, my bad.
Come here.
No, you come here.
Hey, fucking yo.
It's your boy Rod. Back for another episode of BTBC. Thank you guys to everybody who tuned in last night for the watch along. And we are officially 6 days away from the retirement of John Cena, which we will talk about tonight. And yeah, we have a pretty stacked show tonight. We're going to be talking about the John Cena retirement match next week. We will be talking about Wrestler of the Year, see who made it into the Elite Eight. On both the men's and the women's side. So yeah, pass it over to Spot.
Like Rod said, got some topics tonight. Collection of my favorite episodes, Wrestle of the Year tournament, and we finally get some reveals of who won. What's good going on, Ghost?
Ghost, you go and then I'll go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have a belt today. I don't have a belt. This is the first time in how many days that I haven't had a belt on stream?
Damn near 70, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, and here go Jay. Ghost Free Ninja here. I got
It's your turn. It's your turn. It's your turn. It's not about me. My bad.
I'm sure, bro. John Cena will be retiring in less than 10 days. I will be there. I know Rod will be there.
I got my ticket.
You better have gotten your ticket.
Man, I'm
getting another ticket.
And Ghost, guess what? I got your belt, bitch. Fuck you. Spot full screen this.
Spot, he gonna talk to you like what the
I'm
fuck?
not full screen.
Look at fucking Drew over here.
Mind you, that's a Fed belt, a toy belt.
Oh well, if he's impersonating Drew McIntyre, that means he's losing out in the next PLE.
Fuck you, Jay. I'm the champion of this.
Ladies and gentlemen,
now.
the IWA finally got their belt back. Woo! Yay!
I fucking banged
Bobs,
my head off the
niggas.
wall while doing that, by the way. So I might have a concussion now.
Good. Where Enigma at, man?
What's up, guys? I'm Enigma from Talk for Glory. This is one of my favorite times to be here for Wrestler of the Year. Thank you, BTBC, for always having me. And I'm curious to see results because every year it's some bullshit and we always crash out here.
Indeed. Deontay, man.
Oh, shit. My turn?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What's good? It's your boy Tay. Happy to be back here on BTBC. Sorry for no one's on the outside of my work, but yeah. John Cena is retiring, and I'm sad about that. I will not be in DC, but I'll be there in spirit. And yeah. Can't wait to see how this rest of the year shit either pisses me off or makes me happy.
All right. But,
I'm actually dizzy now.
Do you want to do the rest of the year?
Quick preview. First, we got we'll look at the women's side first. We got the 1 versus 16 seed, Io Sky versus JC Jane. I think everybody knows how that should look. Any comments?
I know we got like a little peak in the last 24, 48 hours, and I don't expect to change.
Yeah.
Now I will say that I know that we are probably already know who won, but I will say that JC Jane, wow, bro, compared to where she was during Toxic Attraction, which she was never like complete ass, but compared to where she was with Toxic Attraction, she has made a complete 180 in terms as a performer, bro. This has been the best year of JC Jane's career. She's really revitalized herself, and she's shown why she's worthy of being the champion, bro. So just shout out to JC Jane, bro. She's been one of the most consistent women on that NXT roster, and that's pretty hard to do because that NXT women's roster is stacked from top to bottom. But JC Jane is somehow still able to shine, even with, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people feel how they feel about her as a performer, but she's really taken a big leap this year.
I'm dizzy as fuck right now. I might actually have a concussion.
Yeah, JCJ, whoa, but you're about to get eliminated by
JC Jane. She's in the right tournament against the wrong opponent. I think maybe any other wrestler, maybe she had a fighting chance, but here is it's just a mismatch.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if she got any votes at all against Io Sky. I'd be shocked at all if she got any votes. Shout out to Jane, she got home.
It's really unfortunate, man. You know, she's going up against Io Sky, but it doesn't. You know, I hope this doesn't. People don't think that this diminishes like her run or anything like that. She's had a really great run this year. And I think if I'm being honest, I think her time in NXT is about to wrap up pretty soon, within the next couple of months. We should be seeing her on the main roster, probably with all of Fatal Influence over on like after, I would say probably after WrestleMania. So, but yeah, she's done a great job, and this past year she's elevated herself to a level that I don't think anybody thought that she could get to, and she's definitely stamped herself as someone who belongs. So, shout out to her.
Yeah. If you would have told me last tournament that she'd be in the top 16, I would have thought you were lying.
Yeah. JC Jane. If somebody had told me last year JC Jane was going to be in this tournament, I would have fucking laughed at you. That might have actually been joke of the year if you told me this time last year that JC Jane was going to be in it next year. And Jay looks like Jay's giving a look right now. Is he okay?
All right.
We'll be fine.
The results?
Next matchup.
Oh.
We'll get to the results. We're gonna do the results at the very end. We're just giving a little preview real quick.
Okay.
All right. Stephanie Walker and Becky Lynch.
I think Becky is the best person to fight Stephanie.
Well,
she's the speed champion. What more do you want? I'm reacting to Gliscore's comment.
yo, Lee.
Yo,
Respect Fallon heavily. Anyways.
I do. She's a champion right now.
Shut up. Anyway,
Like
so
me.
Becky Lynch. Shut up. You're a great woman and all, but you're not.
Where's Donnie?
Who?
Where's Donnie? I know he would be singing her praises.
Principal?
No tip, Ryan. No tip, Ryan. No tip, Ryan.
Oh, now this. There we go.
I think with everything Becky's done this year, amazing comeback, won a mid-card title, somewhat elevated the mid-card, pushed a new star in Maxine Dupree. Definitely is able to give Stephanie a run for her money. If this wasn't Wrestler of the Year, I think Stephanie would have probably won like Breakout or Rookie of the Year, whatever awards you guys have here.
I think
Becky Lynch.
Go ahead, Deontay.
I think it's a good matchup, but I think Stephanie takes it just about like a hair. She takes it about a hair, I ain't gonna lie. Because Becky has been doing some great shit, but Stephanie has been having some great, like, in the year span, she NXT Women's Champion and Women's World Champion. Yeah, I think she got this shit. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out Becky, though. Shout out Becky.
Greatest women's wrestler of all time, by the way.
This one's interesting. This one, you know, Stephanie has made her mark this year. You know, holding just title after title after title, putting on great matches. But Becky Lynch has definitely taken a turn, and she's gone to the mid-card division, and she's put women over. She's made that title uber prestigious, and she's completely I don't want to say rebranded, but I think this is a part of her career she's currently revitalizing, and it's nice to see her go away from the main event division. Obviously, she's the bigger name. We'll see how these votes come about, whether people value the name value or they're gonna value, what somebody
Success.
did throughout the year. So we'll see how this goes. I think this could go either way.
Honestly, Rod, honestly to piggyback off that, you know what I'm saying? If someone doesn't feel like Becky's the GOAT or whatever, that's fine. But it's crazy that people have dialogues about Becky. It feels like every year people are saying like, "Oh, this is her best year of work." You know what I mean? Like the stuff that she was doing last year, then the year before that, and the year before that, and then this year, she just continues to show new character layers. Like she continues to
Evolve.
wow us with her performances, and especially with this Trump meme stuff that she's doing. I think it's been really fantastic. And Becky Lynch, she's really gonna. I really think she has GOAT contention. She's in the contention for being the greatest woman of all time. Genuinely speaking.
Anybody else?
Oh, I think
Wait, what's this
everybody
matchup?
pretty much covered
Which
it.
be Jay? She already is.
It was Becky and Stephanie.
Ah,
All right, we can move
Sorry,
on. Put the next
Becky.
one.
Next one. AZM versus Mayu Iwatani. Go ahead, Enigma.
it's Enigma, man.
Okay, so
Sorry.
going comparison, this is actually a Wrestle Kingdom rematch of this year. So that's a great way to start it.
It's good, Marcus.
Mayu, first half of the year, she's setting records, having great matches. She is currently the longest reigning IWGP champion in, I guess, New Japan / Stardom history. She's broken Okada's record. I know a lot of people love the numbers. They love the matches. And then for her to have that EO match, and basically for Mayu to take over a company by storm is honestly insane, because a lot of people didn't give two shits about Marigold. It was just Joshi AEW. But Azumi, on the other hand, has had arguably one of her best years in coming out as this top tier main eventer, which a lot of people were saying that she could be a main eventer at 19, at 20, at 21, 22. But she's here at 23 facing the red belt champion, the world champion, the white belt champion. So the second world champion, I guess, in a sense. She's also won the strong belt. She's won the artist belt. So she was a double champ this year. And I could definitely see a lot of people, a lot of Joshi fans swaying more in Azumi's favor, less so Mayu's, just because of the possibility and how the future looks for both Joshi women's wrestlers.
Well then.
So I wanted to ask Enigma a separate question.
Hit me.
So we're familiar with the Joshis, and when they come to the States and etc. How do you feel, like, if you could just sum up real quick, how do you feel about Jalea right now?
Sorry, can you repeat that question?
Yeah, Lee was doing bullshit in the background. My bad. I'll repeat it. So the way some Joshis get treated when they come to the States.
Right.
I just wanted to ask you real quick, how did you feel about Jalea right now since she's come to the main roster?
Julia coming up to the main roster, I had different expectations than other people. A lot of, I'm going to say, clip fans, people that saw Julia do like a V-trigger, headbutt, a power driver on a table. A lot of people had these Joshi expectations on NXT and the main roster. But in reality, you've got to admit, when people come from AEW, New Japan, Stardom, even GCW, they're not going to do that style. I'm not mad at how Julia's booked. I look at it and I go, expected. Like, remember when AJ Styles debuted? We weren't seeing New Japan AJ. We damn sure weren't seeing TNA AJ. We were seeing like this heavily nerfed version of AJ Styles.
Okay.
I think she's also just trying to get used to the style that she's having to work now, which is a style that she's never worked before. The she's not able to do all the moves and stuff that she wants to do. I think if you look back at Io's early career in WWE, she struggled a lot too.
Same.
She had
Yeah,
to
she definitely did.
she had to adjust. I think it'll be I say I'm gonna give it probably maybe another year before I think Julia acclimates herself to the style that WWE is asking of her. And I think from there, because I think she's super talented, so I think she'll figure it out.
I also do think that Julia is one of those shoulda, coulda, woulda situations where we're all like, oh, if she didn't get injured, would she have been booked like this? A lot of the ways Stephanie's booked currently, a lot of people will ask, maybe Julia was supposed to be in this position.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you know how I feel about hypotheticals, man.
Again,
So,
they're great for
it is what
sit
it
downs
is.
and talks, but it ain't the reality.
Stephanie has adjusted better though to the WWE style,
I would say faster.
and she's adjusted faster. Yes, she's definitely adjusted. You can tell. I don't think Julia has quite adjusted yet completely.
Plus, I
But-
think maybe I'm just watching wrong, but I feel like when it comes to Julia on SmackDown, they're more focused on the character, less so the wrestler.
Well,
They are
SmackDown
trying-
fucking
they-
sucks.
They're not really. They're not really letting her be her for real. I mean, yeah, she partnered with Kiana James. Oh, she's so bad, bro. You know, she partnered with Kiana James. That's straight or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do that, you gotta at least give her a little bit of screen time. I genuinely feel like when Julia, my bad, when she was US champ, I really felt like she would come out for 5 minutes, Kiana James, go to the ring, do a squash match, and that was it. Like, unless I'm wrong, I really wasn't seeing Julia.
No, that kind of
doing
was
much of
her
anything.
U.S. title run.
I wasn't really seeing her do anything, to be honest.
And I was kind of under the impression that when Julia got the belt, they were going to kind of give her like a similar to Gunther like run, because I think we can all agree the mid card division for WWE's women's division is very lacking, for better words. And I think we do need someone to have like a Gunther like run in the mid card for women's wrestling. Like, they had to put the IC belt on Becky for it to get some shine, despite Lyra doing a phenomenal job as an in-ring worker.
Lyra just wasn't a big name, so you know. She was getting more over though with the crowd over time.
Right.
I strongly believe that Julia is going to get another. Whose TV is that? Holy shit.
It's been nice. Lee's TV, bro.
You gotta mute when you
Yeah,
I think what could be like Julia's saving grace.
She's gonna win the U.S. title again. I think.
Yeah,
she
it would either be that or you have to draft her to Raw and she has to feud with Stephanie.
I think the better thing for her, because of how Raw is booked, I think she's better off going to Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
I think she would flourish a lot more over in Monday Night Raw. And she would benefit a lot more from the talent pool that's also there. I think the talent pool at Monday Night Raw is like really deep. The only
Like,
thing is
I don't really have anyone that like stands out.
No.
no, hell no. SmackDown
is
doesn't
horrible,
have
bro.
Yeah.
like that's another thing. I feel like a lot of the times, and here's the thing, and this is what I've noticed. They're pairing her up with people that she's majority having to
Carry.
Yes, she's okay. So, and this is the thing, right? I just told you that she hasn't adjusted all like all that fast, right? I still think she's trying to adjust.
Oh
And
yeah, I've seen it.
the issue is because she's still adjusting, she's also leading matches. Like, she's the lead worker in the matches. She's the one leading her opponent, which it hasn't been successful because she's still adjusting. I think if you put her on Monday Night Raw and you put her in there with Becky Lynch, or you put her in there with some of these other women like Lyra, these women can lead the match. They can call the spots and everything like that. Because here's the thing, is those women are already adjusted completely to the style. the women she's facing on SmackDown, like Tiffany Stratton. I mean, Tiffany's great, but like I don't know if Tiffany can really lead a match.
She didn't lead not one match during her women's title run in my eyes.
That's what I'm saying. So, and like all the women on that roster, I mean, she would have benefited from facing a Bianca Belair, obviously. Or if Naomi would have stayed and hadn't switched over to Monday Night Raw, another one that she could have benefited off of. But the fact that she's having to lead matches when she still hasn't acclimated to the style of WWE, that's why, to me, I think her NXT run was actually really good because she was in there with people that had already acclimated to that style.
They definitely shotgunned her call up.
They did. I think they wanted to get her up there fast. And in place, they should have probably sent Jordan Grace instead of her.
Oh, hell yeah.
She should have stayed. She should have stayed a little bit longer. I would have given her 6 months to a year while she understands. I mean, Io was in NXT for a long time.
I believe she was there for what, 2 years?
Yeah,
2018 to 2020?
Asuka was in NXT for almost close to 2 years as well. And Asuka was far better than Asuka acclimated a lot faster than her.
Yes.
Asuka could have been called up super fast, like probably within a couple of months, but obviously they had the title reign with her. But she hasn't acclimated, and that's okay. Like, we're not asking her to be perfect. We're not asking her to. Nobody's really asking her to acclimate fast. The thing is they're not putting her in a position where she can succeed. And unfortunately, that's something that WWE usually does right, is they usually put people in places where they can succeed, where their flaws are kind of hidden. And you're seeing a lot of Julia's flaws, and it all has to do with her just acclimating to what the WWE is asking of her, which I don't think she hasn't gotten to that level yet. So
it's also expectation and what fans are seeing, because again, a lot of people kind of know Julia via clips. So they're like, oh, Julia was better in Stardom and she did this and that. Like, when was the last time you saw someone do a power driver in WWE, let alone on an announce table?
Yeah. I mean, even AJ, you look at AJ's first couple of months. He wrestled Chris Jericho.
Yep.
He wrestled Roman Reigns. He wrestled John Cena. I mean, his first match was a Royal Rumble where he's not calling the spots or anything like that. Like, he's getting led by other people. And AJ Styles is really talented. But if you look at his interview, right, because he had an interview come out within the last year, him talking about what Vince wanted from him, he knew that, like, he couldn't fully deliver that to the highest degree because he needed to still learn the style that the WWE was asking of him. So he needed to be put in there with other people who already knew how to work the style. And that's why people talk about AJ's first year and they match it up with some of these guys like a Kurt Angle, a Brock Lesnar, some of these guys' first years, or even Chris Jericho, right? They match it up with those guys because he was able to work with some of the elite of the elite. So, and he benefited off that. That way, his second year, he started to work a more range of guys. He was already a WWE champion, and his range got way better with a bunch of different guys.
Oh, wait, I just thought of a better comparison. When Shinsuke got called up. WWE knew what was Shinsuke's strong suit. They didn't hand him a mic or anything. They showed off his flashy entrance and gave him some good quality matches.
That is true.
And that's kind of what they decided not to do with Julia.
I am starting to notice a pattern with Triple H, which is really unfortunate. And this is something that Vince McMahon thrived on, was using wrestlers to their strengths. Triple H doesn't know how to do that. He doesn't. He doesn't really know how to book people so their flaws aren't really shown. And unfortunately, that as a booker, that's like one of the main things you need to show.
He kind of sets up his plan for failure that way.
Yeah, he hasn't shown that to me, and unfortunately, I think it's coming at the detriment of the product and how it's being viewed and how it's being booked.
That's honestly probably one of the biggest reasons that SmackDown has sucked the past couple of months.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, the biggest one would be SmackDown as a whole. Like, a lot of people's flaws are being showcased. Like, look at the Wyatt Six, for example. They respectfully are not the best in-ring workers. They're not like the flashiest kind. If that's the case, why put the tag belts on them?
I mean, if you look at the rosters, Raw has all of these like uber talented people that realistically have little to no flaws, or if they do, they already know how to mask the flaws themselves.
Yeah, like
So
Ross the Blair Hammer, like you've already polished your flaws.
exactly. So like SmackDown, a majority of that roster is they need help. They need major help, and I
Yeah,
don't
that is how fucked up. They kind of don't know what they're doing there.
know. And it's like majority of that roster, with the exception of like
Cody,
I mean Cody,
just the main event scene.
Randy. I would even say like Ilya. I think thus far has been really good.
Ilya is the exception. I think with
Ilya,
Ilya, Triple H just looked at him and went, "You're an in-ring worker. I know that."
Carmelo to an extent, they just haven't booked. He's just now starting to like really get booked, but I think he's been really good.
I think DIY as singles competitors are starting to show like by themselves they can show what they got. Same thing with Nathan Frazier and Axiom.
Yeah, exactly.
But it does damage the tag division as well.
And then you start to look at some of like the rest of especially the women's division is what suffers the most, unfortunately, because a lot of those women really, with the exception of Chelsea Green, I think is the only one that I could really look at.
Look where the bar's at.
Yeah, like, and that's not to say that
Chelsea doesn't suck. Chelsea Green bar. Like, there should be better people.
Yeah. Like the Chelsea Green bar is not really low. I think she's like super talented, but she's the only one. She's the only one to me out of the women's division that stands out that she's good. Like, from a character standpoint, a promo standpoint, a wrestling standpoint, and they don't even have her do crazy wrestling moves because that's not what she is. That's not what she obviously. She's
kind of like not a joke character, but like she plays spoiler. Like she wins because you didn't expect.
Exactly, and she's enjoyable. Like
yes, very.
And the crazy part is that she's actually a really good wrestler. That's just not what they ask of her.
That's perfect. You said that. Someone that comes around with that exact phrase, Kaylee Ray, Alba Fire, whatever you guys call her, she is someone that is the definition of that. Really good wrestler, but they don't ask her of that.
That whole group of her, Piper Niven, and Alba Fire are all extremely great wrestlers. They just don't ask them. They just don't. It's not asked of them to be that. It's unfortunate, honestly, but so and I think Alba Fire needs to find her place. I think Chelsea Green, where she's at right now, I don't need her to be this elite wrestler. I don't.
Yeah,
I think she's doing great. She's fine. I enjoy her character work. I enjoy what she does. She's good as she is. I don't need to see her be reclusa, or I don't need to see her be, this other version of her that she was prior to WWE, because clearly what she's doing right now, it's working. So
the Karen.
Russell's why you can go ahead.
All right. Next one. Is Athena and Saya Kamitani.
Yeah, this is pretty funny because I think Athena 2022 would have swept Kamitani right now. Like Athena 2022, 2023 would have swept her.
Holy shit. That's such an old render of hers.
Yeah, that's the Golden Phoenix. But if you guys hear the intro, Golden Phoenix is dead. Like I love Athena. I love that she carries ROH. She's literally been the best champion. No matter you look at the pure, the trios, the tag, the men's world title, like she's been the best champion on ROH. Period. But to go back to the last 2-3 videos I was on where we talked about champions hitting this 3-year mark, I could see a lot of people not feeling Athena because it's like she's 1,000+ days. What does she have left that we haven't seen yet? While I was talking to my co-host Smooth about Women's Wrestler of the Year, and he's not adverse with Joshi wrestling like I am. And the best way I can put Sai Kamitani to him is Stardom. All right, I'll put this in the best way. If Roman Reigns were to retire right now, who can replace him right now?
Nobody.
Okay. Great you said that. Imagine they found someone new in 3 months. How impressive would that be to you?
Very impressive. Very impressive.
So Mayu left in April to join Marigold, and a lot of people were under the impression that Stardom would die or they would struggle to find their footing. But Saya Kamitani in Stardom has not only become the new Mayu, but even better, she's become the new Io Shirai. And Stardom Io is basically a god. That's not me bullshitting. She's basically a talent show, always getting a 10 out of 10. That's been Saya Kamitani since she's turned heel. That's been Saya Kamitani since she's been the world champion. She's been like this media, this dominant champion, all these things. And she's just on this otherworldly level that, thank God, that Athena is on this 1,000+ day reign. Otherwise, I don't think she would have a fighting chance. But
I don't think there's a fighting chance, anyways.
yeah, that's it's funny that
she's drawn a lot of eyes to Stardom.
Yes, she has.
If I'm being honest, I don't follow Stardom accounts. I don't. Right.
Right.
But
I believe the first thing you showed me was
she's the
her
first
entrance.
person that I've ever seen from Stardom on my feed. And I follow a lot of wrestling pages, and she's the first person that I've ever seen. I'm like, there's clearly something being done right, and it wasn't just a one-time thing. It was a reoccurring thing. And I'm like, I've never had anybody from Stardom appear on my feed like that. So she has to be doing something right. And I've done my research, and she's become such a major draw for them.
Yes, again, she's surpassed the idea of becoming the new Mayu. She's literally like the new Io, and Io did amazing work for Stardom. So the fact that we have Saya Kamitani, who is, I believe she's like mid-20s. Like she's like mid-20s, and she's on this Io-like level. This is someone that you can literally get behind for the next 10, 15 years while you try to build up the next Saya Kamitani.
Yeah, she's 29. I just looked it up.
There we go.
She's young.
Mm-hmm.
So, if I'm being honest, this should be a landslide win for Kamitani. If I'm being honest, and if I remember correctly, she's a double champ right now, right?
Yes, she is the New Japan Strong and World of Stardom champion. Triple champ if you want to count her TV title.
This should be a landslide.
New Japan is so scary this year, bro. Like, I don't even know what's going. The way that New Japan has just seemingly fell off the face of the earth. Like, I do not see people talking as much about it as they was even last year. Like, what
I think
happened
this year versus last year? Stardom's been the talk, like the Bushi Road project talk, less so New Japan.
I'm telling you, man, I see more Stardom pop up on my feed than I do see anything else revolving around Japan, and that's including Noah or Marigold or anything like that.
Who is the strong champ right now?
The strong champ for men's is Tomohiro Ishii.
Yeah, Ishii. Yep.
Okay, that's.
And then
What about the women?
It's like Kamitani.
Oh, you just said that, my bad.
Now you good.
Okay, and then I know Takeshita. That's literally the most relevant thing that's happened for New Japan this year, in my opinion. Correct me if I'm wrong. Takeshita winning the belt.
I would probably say it's Takeshita winning the belt. Not even gonna lie.
Say that one more.
Yeah, like in terms of like people's success, it's Takeshita winning the belt. Like top 3 things that I would say, like if someone wanted to watch like New Japan right this very moment, I would say watch Takeshita just period in New Japan, or watch Tanahashi's entire run. Or if the heavyweights aren't doing it for you, just watch the junior heavyweights.
Unfortunately, like the junior heavyweights just don't create that much publicity, I think, to the grander eye.
I would say I kind of blame the Vince McMahon logic, the Vince McMahon mindset. Like you don't want to see these 5'6", 5'7" guys tear it up. A lot of these heavyweights are like 5'8", 6'2".
Yeah, no, it's unfortunate that you never hear anything about junior heavyweights and stuff like that. So me personally, I think Joshi wrestling right now is kind of taking over the game.
Oh, it definitely has, and I
Um,
don't think it's just in Stardom.
yeah,
I think all of women's wrestling this year has just been on a different level.
Yeah, like as a whole, like women's wrestling has been better for men's for me personally.
Yeah.
our spot.
All
Oh,
right.
yeah, we'll wrestle.
Next match.
What do we got, man?
Mercedes Moné and Lyra Valkyrie.
I'd be surprised if this one's really close.
One of the greatest women of all time versus
I'd be very surprised.
Nope.
Yeah, we can hear you, Lee. I'd be very surprised if this one's like really close because, unfortunately, Lyra should have a better chance due to the year that she's had, especially the first 8 months, which were just her going out there and she being like the work rate, the work rate. What?
Even what she's doing now with Bailey's amazing.
No, I know, but the first 8 months are far
First ever
superior.
IC champ, double champ
Yeah.
at Mania.
She's been great. Like from an accolade standpoint, she was the work rate person for a majority of the year, male or female. She was working almost every Monday Night Raw, and actually giving us really great matches across every week. Whether it's Dakota Kai or I don't know. There's so many names I could just throw out there, but Mercedes has just been she's been working on a different level, and even just obviously the titles are going to be the topic of conversation, but I think the match quality this year she's also been really good, and I really do believe the Mercedes name is also going to hold a lot of weight in this specific matchup as well.
I want to say this. Obviously, I'm going to be biased towards Lyra. I'm gonna state that right now. But in general, Lyra has had like a phenomenal year. I think I've seen some bits of what Mercedes has been doing year round. Like I've watched a couple of her matches live, but I feel like with Mercedes, the entire thing of her this year is look at me, I have all these belts, but she never defends half of them. Here Jay goes. Hello.
Yo, Jay.
Hold
you
on,
hear
hold
this
on, hold
now?
on, hold on,
Yeah,
hold on.
Yo, you can't lie. She goes about with all these belts.
All right,
When's the last time she
look,
defended
look.
half of them?
Look, but you did just cap though. You did.
You did just
She
cap.
be defending it.
Fine.
She be first of all, you got me defending Mercedes, bro. First of all, she defends the CMLL belt. She defends the
ref. She already defended the Ref Pro belt, like I think
she
twice.
defends the Ref Pro belt, and not even if we don't talk about all the belts that she's defended, we could talk about the people that she's gotten over. For lack of a better word, she saved these broke women's lives. Like we know they're not broke, but just an exaggeration. Persephone getting booked. More eyes on Persephone. Eyes are on promotions that you've never even heard of because Mercedes has these belts. Women are getting booked more. Women are literally clamoring just to be able to lose to Mercedes, bro. Like she's to make it all these promotions relevant. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna check Cage Match for 12 belts right now, but I promise you, she has way more defenses than you think. We gotta remember, not everything that Mercedes does gets televised. She is one of the most workhorse women on the planet right now. She has dates every weekend, bro. She takes all these indie dates. She works all these dates, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Mercedes has been probably she's had one of the best years for women of all time, bro. If we really keep it above, like fuck the belt collector shit. Even if she was not winning these belts and she was still going to these promotions and putting people over, bro, she would be doing her thing. Like I think she would still have it over Lyra. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Persephone, just lost to Athena, but she got that match with Athena. Why? Because she showed out against Mercedes multiple times. Multiple other people that I unfortunately cannot remember right now have shown up against Mercedes and have gotten and have been on the better side of booking because of it, bro. So You being a little nasty, Lee. I'll keep it about you being a little nasty.
The one thing I will say Mercedes just does not have, unfortunately, is the story. I think
Oh,
Lyra has a solid story over her. And I don't want people to bring up the story of her not being able to win the big one.
That's more of a
not
convenience than a
that's
story.
that is a story that the IWC has made up in their minds. That's not a story that they're actually telling,
Yeah, like,
or at
no
least
one's
that
pointed
they're
that
not
out. It's
like.
something the fans have pointed out.
Yes, but that's not a. It's not a story that like
It's a headcanon.
AEW is actually telling. Like they're
It's
not
a headcanon story,
exactly.
basically.
So, but there is only one thing that I can at least give to Lyra, and that is that she actually has a story. Obviously, we know the Becky Lynch one, but other than that, I think it's all Mercedes, and this shouldn't even be close.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to say like it should be Lyra because to piggyback off of what Jay was saying about like she's winning all these belts. A lot of the times it's tell not show. For all we know, she's won all those belts via squash match. And I get that not everything could be televised or anything like that, but since these belts have, come into her possession, no one's dropped a link, no one's dropped a video, no one's dropped anything. We just see new belt. So in the case of a visual aspect, Lyra has had the better showing.
Unless it's like the CMLO or the TBS.
Yeah, it'd be like TBS, CMLO, Rev Pro, like things that are on like streaming platforms or YouTube.
Yeah. Some of the other belts are, I don't even know if there's a way to watch some of these matches. So, but go ahead, Spot. Let's move on to the next one.
next one is where you at? Tony Storm. Momo Watanabe.
I don't know who that is.
Should know.
This one, I don't know much about Momo, so
Neither do I.
but
I'm just gonna rip the Band-Aid off. The fact that she made it, impressive. Congrats. But the only accolade I can point out to you guys is that she won the Stardom G1.
Look at her go, huh?
That's all I got.
What is that one called? It's the Grand Prix. Is it called the Grand Prix or what?
Yeah, it is. But a lot of my friends can't remember 5-star Grand Prix, so I say Stardom G1. But yeah, like she won the 5-star Grand Prix, and that's kind of it. While Tony, she has from January to now been in the title picture, whether it's Mariah May, whether it's being the dominant champion, whether it's the tag titles, whether it's just like elevating stat by getting pinned twice. Like Tony is like on this constant elevation, and she's bringing other people with her.
Yeah, this I don't think we need to spend much time on this one. This one's gonna be Tony.
No, yeah. Again, like the only thing that Momo's done was win the GP. That's it.
Tony has a lot of stuff this year that you can kind of harp on. So, Russell, but move on to the next one.
Next one is
interesting.
Starlight Kid.
This is
Kid versus Shuri.
interesting. So Shuri versus Starlight Kid, I think in any other year is a 80-20 deal. But this is honest to God Starlight Kid's breakout year as a main eventer in Stardom, while Shuri is just now coming back from the main event scene on a whim. The last time Shuri was like viewed as this dominant main eventer threat was 2022, which, if I remember correctly, she also won the PWI Women's Wrestler of the Year that year. But Shuri has gone through wars, and she's also done this job of elevating her faction to be good, to get better. While Starlight Kid is year one into Neo Genesis as the leader. Like, this is more of a rookie versus veteran kind of deal, so it's kind of anyone's game. It's either the returning main eventer or the uprising star.
If you were to have to pick Enigma, who do you think would have the edge on this one?
I would probably go Shuri just because I don't think like Wrestler of the Year is an award yet for Starlight Kid. Right now, you can argue for Breakout. Yeah, like it's two different worlds, but they clash somehow here.
Okay. All right.
All right. And then the last one of the women's round, or the women's part, is Chris Statlander and Suri.
Stat, you've done a good job, but you know,
I think it's too little, too late.
Yes, basically.
Sorry is she's basically female Takeshita. Except without a contract. She's kind of just freelancing the shits. And she kind of bounces between Marigold and Stardom, which on a grander scale, imagine Jon Moxley flipping between WWE and AEW.
Mhm.
That's kind of what Sari's done. She's also won world titles across the board. Like, there is nothing stopping Sari when she was the IWGP Women's Champion showing up in Marigold with that title. She's not contracted. And then she's just beating up main eventers. Like, everything Mercedes does, Sari's done in spades. And she just punches down. She starts at the top. She'll go champions, main eventers, upper mid-card, rookies. And by the time she's done, all she does is ask for you to get good. Wow. Wow, Stat. Congrats on being champ. But didn't win the Owen. Not in the women's tag tournament. Like, Stat hasn't really shined until what, September?
just about maybe closer to October.
Yeah, so this it looks like Stat might be looking at the lights.
Is that all? Did Stat do stuff that we just don't know about, or is it really she didn't do anything until like Full Gear, or before Full Gear? I mean, when did she win that title?
All out.
Wrestle Dream, I think.
Oh wait. Oh yeah, it was Wrestle Dream. It was. It's
It was
October.
Wrestle Dream, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Right.
Four-way? Yeah.
Yeah, pin Tony, which is great.
Very great, actually. She had a grip on that title. Tony Storm.
She's the EVE International. I don't know what that is, so I can't say anything.
Basically, women's Rev Pro, I think. She's
defending that title in this upcoming year against Charlie, who's also
Yeah.
known as Dakota Kai.
Oh, look at that, man.
Yeah, she's defended it. She's defended it 2 times since what is this? July. So yeah.
She hasn't done much this year, not to the level of Suri. So, all right, we can move on to the
We're
men's
doing
bracket.
men's side.
And that was all out. She wanted that all out. My apologies. She
Oh, we're
wanted
doing
that
all the results after? Okay.
Yeah, we'll do them later at the end of the show.
Men's side, we got. Start off with Okada and Zack Sabre.
Ha Oh, man. You know, ZSJ. What a great guy.
Ghost, your favorite wrestler?
New Japan, yeah, I guess, you know. Tanahashi still know what you did. Anyway, so. Yeah, ZSJ should be winning this, you know.
Not gonna cap, bro.
Here Jay goes. He's gonna say some bullshit.
I hate telling good people bad news.
Well,
ZSJ.
Looking up at the lights,
Well, don't spoil it.
I don't know. I think not spoiler. I didn't even look at the results. I want my reaction raw, like our
What?
date night. But
Oh my fucking
honestly,
God, Jay.
all in all, I believe Okada. I think Okada has done better work than ZSJ this year. You know, I used to get on him for being a phone-in merchant last year, but he's really stepped up his game this year. And yeah, I know ZSJ. He's good with these, you know, 30-minute matches. You know, these technical masterpieces. But I think Okada has been and Enigma, you can correct me, but I think Okada has been had a better year than ZSJ this year.
I ain't seen much ZSJ this year, so I'm going Okada. I'm pretty sure ZSJ has had a phenomenal year.
I don't know. This one should relatively be close. you know, I don't think there's like a clear winner in this one, but yeah, this one's an interesting matchup. It should be close.
Next up, wish Tommy was here for this one. CM Punk.
Oh,
Cody
brother.
Rhodes.
All right. Putting all all kayfabe stuff aside, CM Punk has had a better year than Cody Rhodes. Jay, I even think you can admit that.
He's unfortunately correct. CM Punk has indeed had
This
a
one
better
even
year
though
This one's
than
not
Cody
close.
Rhodes.
I mean, they were both looking at the lights at WrestleMania this year.
Way more quality matches too.
They were quality matches. You know, that triple threat, WrestleMania 41, the match with Gunther at SummerSlam. What the fuck is Jay doing?
His match with
CM Punk wrestles on weekly TV.
I was shocked. No joke. I was shocked by that. I thought they were going to keep him for pay-per-views just. The mixed tag team match at WrestlePalooza. That you can't deny that was a good match as well.
Wait, what's going on here?
We're on CM Punk versus Rhodes.
But I feel like Cody, majority of the year, he was feuding with John Cena. Then he won the title back from John Cena, and then just kept taking a break after he won the title.
And honestly, his offenses after Cena.
Yeah.
This one shouldn't be that
ass.
Really, close.
I will say I didn't vote on this one. Like this was the only one I didn't place a vote down for was this one.
This
one because I feel like it is. If you want to look at all title, yeah, 4 defenses.
WWE title match.
Cody just has that up and down year. It ain't been his best year.
All right, no, hold on. He defended it against Kevin Owens.
Yeah. The problem with Cody's feuds is everyone else is carrying him, and he's the champ.
That is truly why I think Cody Rhodes needs to drop that WWE title ASAP now.
I think like Cody can. Wait, he's a 2-time champ right now, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cody should be a 4-time. Because there were too many times where this year alone where we went, Cody could lose the belt and win it back at this time. Like he could have lost the KO.
You're right. Cody should have been lost that shit. You're right.
Yeah.
Cody could have lost at the Rumble, won it back at Elimination Chamber. He could have lost
The Rumble was
he could have lost at WrestlePalooza and then won it back.
He should have lost it at Saturday Night's Main Event last year.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Instead of the Rumble, he should have won it back realistically at the Rumble.
That would have
Right
been
to kickstart the World WrestleMania.
That's why I
what they
agree.
did for Cena and
Cody holding up both belts. It would have been better if he, lost. He should have lost at Saturday Night Main Event.
Because if you remember Enigma last year, Saturday Night's Main Event, he won by cheating.
Yeah, he did crossroads on a chair.
Don't remind me. Don't remind me.
That's the match he should have lost because I think everybody was kind of saying he would lose there and then win it back at the Rumble.
I think Drew was gonna go over, but like you said, Rod, remember that tweet that we found of what Drew did to Randy Orton in the match?
Oh, we weren't talking about Drew.
Yeah,
We're talking about Kevin Owens.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Drew match. Saturday Night's Main Event because that was 2024. They didn't have a Saturday Night's Main Event match in 2025.
Yes, they did.
Contract signed.
No,
December
I know.
2024.
No, I know. That's the one I was talking about because
Oh,
he should have lost that one and then won it back at the Rumble.
Drew wasn't winning, fucker. Get it through your head.
fuck
Correct.
you guys.
Didn't they do like a pitch where they wanted Drew to win because of Randy? If you said that.
Yeah, WrestlePalooza.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, Cody just hasn't really had this strong year, and unfortunately,
Better years.
it's gotten worse as the year has gone on.
And his title ain't been that great.
It's
It ain't
not,
been bad, but it ain't been that good.
and it started off strong. He had obviously the stuff with Kevin Owens going into the Rumble, and then you had this whole thing with like The Rock, up until the Chamber. Then post Chamber, he had this stuff with John Cena. Took a couple months off. I think he took almost a month. No, he took like a month or two, like a little over a month off. After Mania, resumed his feud with John Cena, and then won the title back at SummerSlam, and
And beat Drew
The
McIntyre
thing,
3
the thing is
fucking
like just CM Punk has been more consistent. The matches are there, the stories are there, more so than Cody Rhodes, and he's just done everything that Cody Rhodes has done, just better. That's basically the lay of the land.
plus, CM Punk ain't winning matches. He probably shouldn't be winning. Let's be real. Cody Rhodes should not have beaten Drew McIntyre 3 fucking times. Let's be fucking real. Clean, too. Clean.
Don't say clean.
Spot, you can go ahead to the next one.
Next one. Another case where it's just tough matchup for the one of them. Dominic Mysterio versus Hangman. Adam
Oh, why does my boy have to get done like this? Why?
This one's unfortunate
Just
for Dom.
why?
It really
I think if Dom
Ass
faces,
whooping.
Cody Rhodes, I could see Dom winning. I think if Dom faces CM Punk, I don't think he wins, but I think there's a case that you can make for him to be very close or maybe potentially win. I think Dom has had a great year. Unfortunately, he's just the 16th seed, so he's going against Hangman Page at number 1. So yeah, it's just really unfortunate. But yeah, I guess maybe next year, Dom. Maybe next year.
Look at the lights, Dom, boy. Look at the lights.
Maybe next year.
Simple as that.
He's getting that ass whooping from Hangman, bro.
Up next.
I'm curious to see how many votes he actually gets, though.
Oh, brother.
Here we go.
Oh,
John Cena, John Moxley.
All I gotta say, Cena can do no wrong.
Cena can do no wrong, man. Come on now.
You know what? Truthfully, I probably would have liked Moxley against a handful of people in this tournament. Not Cena.
This matchup should have never happened because Moxley is way too low. So this matchup should have never happened.
Look at this guy go. Huh?
If it did, it should have been later on in the tournament.
Moxley get another award, Faction of the Year. You're good.
Yeah, he's gonna get Faction of the Year.
No, he's not. Dog Cal's family's going to. What are you talking about?
Here we go. Woo! Here we go.
6-7.
You can keep
Any other comments on this one for y'all?
You can keep your family turmoil over here.
Chronic, buddy.
Over here, fight.
All right, buddy.
There we go. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, you can move on to the next one, Spot.
All right. We got. Ooh, okay. This should be easy, y'all. Kyle Fletcher, Hiroshi Tanahashi.
Kyle fucking Fletcher.
Why is Tanahashi in here?
All right, next round.
In the perfect world, this would be a 50-50 fight.
Let's wrap this one up.
If anybody actually voted for Tanahashi,
I don't give a fuck about that respect retirement shit, bro. Get Tanahashi out of here.
If somebody
That piece
actually
of
voted
shit.
for him, I am
Fuck
going.
that nigga.
They should be put on the list.
Up next. Gunther versus Bandito.
Oh man,
Rod, it's your favorite wrestler on the right.
Damn.
it pains me to say.
Not yet.
It pains me to say, Gunther did not have a better year than Bandito. Oh man, and especially because Gunther also took off a boatload of time after SummerSlam. He was out from technically the beginning of August until what, the beginning of November.
Yeah.
So it's been a long. It was 3 months. 3 months off. And it doesn't help him that, unfortunately, he had to feud with that Yeet Merchant.
Brother.
Had to tap out to him.
Tap to him, yeah.
So it's unfortunate that happened. And he took a couple of weeks off because he did get suspended as well, post WrestleMania. So Gunther has had a lot of time off this year. When realistically, this guy should be top 5 every year in Wrestler of the Year. But Mr. Nosejob over there in Stanford doesn't know how to book this guy the right fucking way.
Correct.
Lee, check
I
your phone.
just want to throw that it made no sense to see Gunther struggle to put down Pat McAfee. That was just bullshit to me.
I agree.
Well, here's the thing. And this is what I hate about Gunther's character is the fact that he gets too cocky in some of these matches and then he lets them kind of get back in. But I guess then again, as I'm saying this, I'm thinking about it. But like he lets you fight back, and then he lets you have a chance, and then he's just gonna choke that all that hope that you had out of you.
He's a real monster.
It's almost like a boa constrictor, right? Like, just gonna squeeze the life out of you. And I think Gunther does that as great as anybody. And unfortunately, if these awards were done exactly at the end of the year, I think Gunther would have a really good shot because he was the MVP of the whole damn tournament. He worked stylistically different matches, different types of styles, across all four. Am I correct? 4 matches in the tournament.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Javon, Carmelo, Solo. Yeah, 4. And I think he's had such a strong. If you look at his catalog this year, you would have these 4 appear on there, which are all really good. He has an Axiom match from the beginning of the year, which was in Spain, which was really good. He has an Akira Tozawa match, which he made Akira Tozawa look like $1 million.
You got an Otis match.
He has an Otis match. He has a obviously the one everybody talks about, the CM Punk match.
And the last match he had with Jay.
Yeah, that too. And then there's moments throughout the year. He has a moment of winning the title. People are gonna remember this moment where he absolutely beat the shit out of Jimmy Uso and turned him into a Crimson Mask. But unfortunately, just the time off. He's had probably
Time off has killed him, bro.
4 months worth of time off this year. And I think more than anything that has killed him. So I won't blame that on Triple Nose because those are all injury related. Well, except for the first one. The first one's a couple of weeks due to storyline stuff because of suspension. But other than that, if these awards we were starting them on next week, I think him retiring Cena, oh wait, he got a good match out of Goldberg. He at least got a 3-star out of him.
He got a 15-minute match out of Goldberg in 2025.
Never watched and I never will.
Man, he got a 3-star out of Goldberg, which is far better than anything Goldberg has had since Brock at Mania 33, which was by this point 8 years ago. We cannot hear Ghost or whatever he said there. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Gunther hasn't had a better year than Bandito. But if he wouldn't have gotten hurt, I think Gunther poses a real threat to Bandito had he not gotten hurt and then taken those 3 months off.
And I just want to say, like, real quick, when we're talking about Gunther, yo, these people, yo, are, oh my God, the IWC is so horrible with their opinions. People literally turning on the ring, and I just don't understand. Fans are so fickle, and there be people that were asking for Gunther early in the year. Do I think that Gunther should have faced John Cena at WrestleMania? Did he? No. But this is going to be the last great monster match of John Cena's career. I really don't see the problem with Gunther retiring Cena. Do I think he should necessarily retire Cena? I don't think maybe he shouldn't be the one to retire Cena, but it's not a bad choice. Like, it's not a horrible choice. It's a fantastic choice. And Gunther's what, 36, 37 right now? Realistically, with the WWE style, Gunther has like 10 more years left.
The way that
speaking at a very high level, because Punk is running the main. Punk is like 40, 47 right now, and he's the world champ, bro. Gunther has a lot of time. There's nothing wrong with him beating John Cena. Now, think whoever beats Gunther, they're gonna beat the person that potentially retired John Cena and retired Goldberg. You're not finna tell me that that's not important, bro. These fans just need to stop acting so fickle. They need to stop literally bitching about anything. They have a great, fantastic wrestler right in front of them who's developing right in front of our eyes, bro. His promo levels have been through the roof. Compared to his NXT UK days to now, his promo levels have exceeded everyone's expectations. His in-ring ability, don't even have to talk about that. So the fact of the matter is, people that are bitching about Gunther, they're just stupid. And they're literally looking for anything to complain about. And the shit is corny, bro. Gunther is one of the best wrestlers on the planet, bar none. And the fact that people are trying to act like, oh, it's a bad decision and LA Knight should have been in that spot, that's ridiculous. Now I want to say something about LA Knight real quick before we move on to the rest of the bracket. Let's say LA Knight beat Gunther and LA Knight was in there. LA Knight was in the ring on December 13th against John Cena. I want y'all to keep it all the way a buck with me. If LA Knight beat John Cena, do y'all think that he would receive the opportunities that he deserves, or do y'all think he would continue to get hoed?
He's going to get hoed.
Probably get hold.
So why would we waste a win against John Cena for LA Knight when he's gonna continue to get hoed? People saying, "Oh, Gunther don't need it. Gunther already retired Goldberg." Gunther has been built up for this, bro. Gunther is now a 2-time world champion. Gunther has what? Less than 10 losses on the main roster. Gunther has retired Goldberg. Gunther has shown that he is a monster, right? So now you're going to add on to his accolades potentially that he retired John Cena. That's fantastic. What has LA Knight done? A Slim Jim Battle Royal and the U.S. title. Let me say that
Twice.
again. He won a Battle Royal for a piece of meat, and he won the U.S. title from Logan Paul. And you expect me to believe that this nigga can retire John Cena? Get the fuck out of my face. This nigga is not up to that point to retire John Cena. I'm sorry. And even if he did get in that spot, if he lost to John Cena, that's another big match that LA Knight won. That LA Knight lost. My apologies. If he beat John Cena, it will be for nothing because I don't see him. I don't see them blessing him with the world title like he deserves. Do I think he's going to win it? Yes. I don't see them blessing him with the world title like he deserves, and he's going to continue to get held. And you know what people are going to say? They're going to turn on LA Knight and they would say, "Damn, he shouldn't have beat John Cena." So I think it was for the best that he lost to Gunther. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. People need to get out their panties and they need to realize that Gunther was the best option at this point. Gunther was the best option to retire John Cena, bro. Honestly, could it have been Braun Breaker? Yes, Braun Breaker is younger. Braun Breaker, I'm not gonna say he has more potential than Gunther, but Braun Breaker has loads of potential. Could Braun Breaker have been in that tournament? Yes. Should he have been in that tournament? Yes. Was he? No. So when you look at the bracket, look at the list of competitors, Gunther was the best option, bro. And I really don't see any way around it.
The only way I could see someone else other than Gunther would be a younger star. Jay already said Braun. And Mello? That nigga Mello. Oh my god, that nigga Mello was not going to be booked believable to beat John Cena. I hate telling good people bad news. I
only
really,
think people
really
mad
do.
at Gunther. I only think people mad that Gunther won. They just
Nobody
want him
should
to
be
become
mad
another
about Gunther. His style is so good where he can probably be here for longer than what niggas think he is, bro. I promise you.
And the
Well, you see,
irony is,
people
he also
think he's
asked
a boring
because
wrestler now.
I
Like he's
promise
boring.
you, if LA Knight would have won, it would have been the same thing the other way around. Oh, we wanted Gunther.
And
Oh,
Jay,
yeah.
once Gunther retires John Cena, they're gonna be really pissed off because imagine that push he's about to get.
I don't see niggas mad that they have a monster heel that's great. Mad about anything, just upset. Oh my god, damn, Gunther's good at his job. Fuck.
Like
Damn.
what?
Oh my god, bro. You mean to tell me that we're not even not just a good in-ring worker, not just one of the best on the mic in the company, not just one of the top stars in the industry, but a genuine, believable monster that could get a potential 5-star to John Cena. Damn it, bro. Why is he wrestling him? Damn it.
Hey man. Life gonna have to go on for them Gunther haters.
All right, let's get to these next matches. We'll get a little bit back into that Cena stuff in a little bit.
What's the next matchup?
Sami
Oh,
Zayn
brother.
and El Desperado. I truthfully don't know enough about Desperado to say comment on this one.
I'm gonna just say Sami Zayn purely because of the open challenge.
Pretty much.
That's it. That's literally the only reason. So,
I don't really have anything to say about this one.
yeah. Bye, Sammy.
Nosuke and Oba. Oba.
Oh
This
my
wrong
goodness.
year. man,
Oba
wrong
just
year.
won the belt back.
Over J, I was about to say, man.
Oba
Hey.
just won the belt back.
But
Hey, Oba. We'll see you next year, buddy.
yeah, I was about to say, man, I love Oba Femi. Loved Oba Femi since he debuted, man.
Same here.
Takesha's having
No
one
one's
of them
beating
years, bro. This nigga won the G1, won the IWGP belt. Sorry, Oba, bro. Takesha got it.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Oba would have won against anybody outside of the top three. And actually pretty convincingly, I might add.
Very interesting.
The top two, he's not losing to. And then the third one, John Cena, obviously, would be an interesting one. But I think anybody else, I think he wins pretty convincingly. So, against anybody below the top three. But unfortunately, he's going against number 2, Konosuke Takesha. And yeah, Oba, we'll see you next year, man. You'll be there, and especially if he gets the win over Cody Rhodes. So
Might get that win.
He's not beating Cody Rhodes.
we'll talk about it in a little bit.
It's gonna end in a DQ.
We'll talk about it in a little bit.
Real quick, or not real quick, but next we'll get to the results of that to end the show. Not so much a recap of everything, but let's start with some news that broke. John Cena revealed on some show that he originally wanted to work about 220 dates, I believe, and he pretty much said WWE pretty much said we only need you for 36. Obviously, this has been met with a bunch of different reactions. So here's ours. I'll start it off. I'll just say 220 is crazy. I think anything over 100 is crazy. But for the WWE to say we only need you for 36 when you could have had him at least once a week on TV is absolutely insane.
So 220, that's not even doable. I mean, nobody even works that schedule anymore. That's
So
not
he
even
would have worked Raw
that's
and
not
SmackDown every week.
No, that's what. Remember, that's so 220
House shows.
That's when they had house shows a couple
Uh-huh.
times a week.
Yeah.
Which they don't do anymore. There's weeks they don't even have house shows.
Yeah.
So that number doesn't even exist anymore. I think the most that they work a year, I think is 170. I want to say. I believe it's the 160, 170 number. So, and even that's too much. I think just like you, I think 100 is way too much. One thing that a lot of people are getting out of context, that a lot of people they try to clip farm and whatnot, but he said himself that when they told him they only needed that he that they only needed him for 36 dates, he was actually quite happy about that because he knew what his body could do. And he said he even struggled to do 36 dates, which granted he worked 18 matches and within the 36 dates. And I would imagine he's 48 years old, a bunch of miles on his body, worked a full-time schedule for 15 years. Anybody with that kind of schedule and mileage on their body, and especially for somebody that hasn't been full-time for what, almost 9 years to this point, I can imagine it's pretty tough to acclimate yourself to a schedule that would, warrant you working 100 plus dates. So I don't think that's fathomable. And that's the thing, man. Like CM Punk doesn't work over 100 dates either. CM Punk is not going to work 100 dates this year. He's not, and they're the same age. And he's actually full time. And CM Punk's not even going to work 100. So that should tell you that John Cena was never going to work 100. I think a reachable number is you add 15 more dates and you get him to 51, where then you tack on potentially 3 more matches that he wrestles. But and the rest of the dates are all just him doing promos and basically building the stories. I think 51 dates is more than amicable, where people feel that you take away that large gap of January at the Rumble, or February, should I say, the beginning of February all the way towards the end of February, which is where the Chamber happened, or the beginning of March. You take away basically you supplement some dates in between there, potentially 2, maybe 3, where his last promo isn't necessarily a press conference. So that would be better. He'd actually get to interact with everybody who he was supposed to fight in the Chamber. I would leave the stuff after the Chamber, the 2 weeks in between, I would leave that the same. I wouldn't change it. I don't believe that his first heel promo should have been cut in front of an American crowd. American crowds absolutely suck at getting the memo, and they were not gonna boo John Cena. So I would keep that the same. The summer is where it gets interesting, because the summer he was working 1 week, and then he would take another week off and then come back the next week. So he was working basically every other week, which I thought was fine. So anything from around the Backlash time till about Clash in Paris, I probably wouldn't change. But then I'd add a bunch of dates, which if I'm adding 3 dates to, the first part of the year after the Rumble, then you'd still have 12 dates to work with. And I'd add all of those dates and spread them out across September through December. And that's kind of where you get all of the missing weeks. If he misses a week here and then you add another week somewhere else, that's cool, as long as he's not missing 3, almost 4 consecutive weeks at a time. Because let me see, Survivor Series was almost about 2 weeks ago, so he's missing almost 3 weeks of TV. On en route to Saturday night's main event, he missed a bunch of time going into Crown Jewel, and so I think you mix in. He missed a bunch of time. Same thing heading into WrestlePalooza as well. I think you mix in 15 dates in between that span, and a little bit of the beginning of the year, and that's it. I think you got yourself a pretty solid tour where he's working. And also another thing I would have done, I would have had the tournament, you push it back, you end it at Survivor Series. That way there's a 3-week window where he can work promos with Gunther.
There we go.
And that's about as much as I'd go. There's really nothing much for me to change up.
Yeah, basically. That's about it.
About the same. Mm-hmm.
So I'm not, for people that, took it out of context that he didn't want to work the dates, people are just clip farming and they're just posting whatever they, whatever fits the news. Oh, whatever can get the most, whatever can get the most clicks. And unfortunately, people just took it out of context, making it seem like he didn't want to work those dates. It's just unfortunate that we don't get to see him for those dates, those extra, how people want him to work all of these fucking dates, which I think is ridiculous, because anybody at his age doesn't even work. Even Sting wasn't working. Bro, Sting in his final year worked less than 50 dates. He worked less than 50. But we're complaining that John Cena is only working 36. People at his age or older, they can't do it. Especially people who have been removed away from full-time schedules for a long period of time. And I get it. There will be people out there that will tell you, yeah, but he promised us a full-time schedule. I hate to break it to you, man. He was never going to work 100 dates in a year. I don't know what you thought this was. He worked every pay-per-view, and guess what? That's enough for me. He literally wrestled every pay-per-view. He had a match on every pay-per-view this year. And guess what? I'm happy with it. Could there have been more? Sure. A couple more dates? Sure. But realistically, he worked every pay-per-view, so I think that's fine with me.
I definitely second what you said, Rod. I do believe that. I do wish and believe that he worked more dates. I am happy with the 36 dates. I believe we got a lot. We got a lot out of John Cena, and I do believe. I know people don't like the heel turn. I thoroughly enjoyed the heel turn. I will be watching stuff from the heel turn. But in terms of working more, I think not well, some people unrealistically wanted him to work in an insane schedule. I knew we weren't going to get that, but at least you know what I'm saying. A couple of times of him like refereeing or something, or just sitting on commentary. Just we could have seen him more, and that's my issue with what WWE did. Like I understand you only need him for 36 dates, trying to squeeze more money out of him, but I just feel like we got edged. Like I want the whole load. We could have had more. We could have had way more Cena than we got. But I'm definitely grateful for. I'm definitely grateful for the little preload that we were able to get with John Cena.
Yeah, yeah. I think the 320 shit that was never happened. That man was pushing.
My only thing that I wanted was him to be there on the builds more. That's honestly about it.
Yeah,
But the
It would
fact
have
that
definitely helped out
AJ
some of the stories. But you know,
and that showed WWE just thinks. I mean, it's true, but WWE just sees like all their fans as chronically online because how did they know for a fact that people would get excited for Cena versus Styles? They really depended on the internet fans and etc. And it obviously ended up working, but damn man.
Cena was never working on innovation. They should have at least gave him 45 or 50. That would have sufficed. For like 36 is a little bit. I say at least 45. So we can at least be there to build up some of the feuds. Like John, like the fact that Cena and Styles was built on Twitter, and they're having not one promo together, is crazy. Cena and Jennifer, not one promo. That's crazy. Like, that's all. That's nothing, man.
I would also like to say, KL, you're going broke, but you only haven't worked that much dates, even though you could have worked a little bit more. Salute. Literally easy money back right there, but hey, you know what? That's fine.
Yeah, no, people just expect too much when the people around his age literally don't even work that many dates. So,
I mean, like 90 or 50, like 48, right?
Cena's 48.
That man was never gonna work 100 days.
I think the only person, I think literally the only person in his retirement year that probably, and I hate bringing this up because he had several retirement years, is Ric Flair. In 08, when he retired, if you look at from basically March of 07 to March 08, he was basically working a full-time schedule. He's the only other person that was of Cena's age, if not older, that worked, like basically a full-time schedule. He's the only one. So I mean, and it's just like, but you got to think Flair was working basically full-time for a majority of the years, even prior to that. Cena had been removed from a full-time schedule for like 9 years. HBK, yes. HBK was also, yeah. Not low-key, actually, that whole year from 09 to 2010, he basically worked a full schedule.
Yeah, he did.
We also didn't know that it was going to be HBK last year. We also didn't know.
Yeah, nobody really knew until, well, I don't know what the dirt sheets looked at the time. Actually, you know what? That's something that I would love to look at. See what I'll probably do that later on.
I definitely think that there was speculation that he was retiring, but I know I wasn't in tune with the dirt sheets at the time, but
I didn't
think he was retiring anytime soon. My young self did not think he was retiring soon.
I thought he was going to go at least one more year.
And you see, these two guys that we just named are guys that were already conditioned, and they had already been conditioned because they were full-timers, they were already full-timers going into their final run. Cena was part-time for 9 years until he got his final run. So it's unfortunate. He had been removed from it. I'm cool. He wrestled on every pay-per-view, so guess what? I'm happy about it.
My only issue is that I used to say with a lot more variety within his run, because a lot of he had like hella matches with Logan Paul and Cody Rhodes. Yeah, 2 matches with Cody Rhodes and matches with Logan Paul. 2 matches with Logan.
The Logan Paul ones were.
The Cody Rhodes one I get the Cody Rhodes. 2 matches with Logan Paul though. You could have gave that shit to. You could have had fucking Sheamus and John or something. No, Logan Paul.
the first R-Truth date I can excuse because R-Truth has been on Cena's, what I'm saying, he's been fucking with Cena for literal years, bro. I can excuse that. The Logan Paul, I was so good on that tag match, and I was definitely good on Cena versus Logan Paul, bro. We did not need 2 dates for Cena and Paul to work together, bro.
But you
That
know,
was
some people want to defend that shit. It is what it is,
That
man.
could have been Cena versus fucking Rumble.
The one thing, the one thing I will say, of all of the dates, I actually think all of his dates are passable to me. The only one that's not passable to me is any of the dates he worked with Brock Lesnar.
yes.
Oh yeah, that's
I think those were
We did
I
not
think
need
those were
Brock Lesnar.
I think those were a greater waste of time than the Logan Paul ones. Because
That
Logan
was-
Paul is somebody who's going to be attached to the business for for a little while, compared to Brock, who's and Brock,
That was an absolute waste of time.
yeah, no, I mean, like realistically, the R-Truth one, I'll give it a pass. The Logan
That's
one, I'll give it a
yeah.
pass. I'm not giving a pass to Brock Lesnar at all. The Brock Lesnar dates, any of those, sorry. No, those are it's the only one that I won't give a pass to.
Triple H, he might be one of
Because nothing good came out of it. There wasn't even a good match that came out of it. What? It wasn't nothing. It wasn't anything. At least R-Truth, there was a good moment that came out of it, and the moment was at Money in the Bank. There was at least something good that came out of it. But I can't. There was. Well, what are we gonna say? Brock Lesnar ripping his pants on a promo. That's a good moment. That's it.
That shit was fucking ass.
Like, is that the only? I guess him coming out at, SummerSlam.
The first Logan Paul shit, that shit was ass.
Like, there was nothing good to come out of it. Not a good match. There wasn't even a promo between the two. There was nothing. Nothing good that came out of it. So, all the other ones, there was at least a good moment or a good match that came out of them. So, the only reason I'm going to give everything else a pass and this one, not really.
All right. So our last two things before we get to the results, we're gonna look at deadline, and then we're gonna look at Saturday night's main event because deadline kind of bleeds.
Joe Hendry was robbed.
Nope, right winner, people.
This is a good card. This is starting to become Deadline's starting to become one of my favorite pay-per-views of the year. And it's because of obviously the Iron Survivor matches. I gotta say the women's one was spectacular. I think the way they played it out, and Kendall Gray becoming, the Iron Survivor and making her way to winning winning it, and then now she's gonna go on her way to challenge JC Jane for the NXT Women's Championship. I think it's really good. It puts a spotlight on Evolve, and I don't know how many people truly watch Evolve. I mean, it's on Tubi. I don't know how many people really watch Tubi, but this is a really great showcase for Kendall Gray and for the Evolve brand. And me personally, she was the MVP of that match. She had the best women's performance of any women this year, not named Io Sky. She was absolutely amazing in that match. And on top of that, I think she should win come New Year's Evil. I think she should she should reset everything in the women's division. Win that, and then maybe Kendall Gray does drop the Evolve title. If not, that's cool. But I think she should win the NXT Women's Championship.
I feel she do. She'll be transitioned to. That's what I do.
You said what, Deontay?
I feel if she do end up beating JC, she'll be a transition champion, like Jordan Grace.
Okay.
I just want to say, I honestly want to say with this match, going into it, you had like the names that were in this match. Soruka, who else was it? Lola Vice, Kalani, Jordan Grace, and Gray. Kendall Gray had the least amount, the worst chance of winning, in my opinion, in that matchup, purely because she was on Evolve. Right? Yes, you can argue she was the only champion in that match, but the fact that she was on Evolve and not NXT made me think she's in there to take pins pretty much. But Shawn Michaels pulled the trigger on her. I think the best bet. I think the prediction form even speaks for itself. I believe the majority of people put Sol Ruka,
Mhm.
and then I believe second place was probably like Jordan Grace or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it just shows, like you said before we went live, that 3 people had Kendall Gray, which says a lot about how much of a shock factor it was that she won that matchup. And Rod, I like what you're saying. You know, I think she should win the NXT title because JC needs to go to the main roster and like fill up that SmackDown Women's division quickly.
What's it called? I
Kendall Gray,
really
what a
enjoyed
great
this
woman.
match.
You know, Tommy even said she's better than Danielson.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying? Better than Danielson, man. Come on now. I
Really
already know.
enjoyed the 5.
I will say that's like the first time I ever seen her wrestle, and I'm already like her so far. So you know, John Cena gave her praise. So, you know, John Cena loves her. I gotta love her. Cena can do no wrong.
I was impressed by honestly every woman in this match. I haven't really been much of a fan about a couple of these women. Like never really got into Kalani, but I was really impressed by what she was doing and the work she was
Steven
doing in that
Esco
match.
agrees.
Lola Vice doing solid in that match. Jordan Grace. I was almost convinced that Sol Ruka was gonna win when they did the little injury spot for her.
Yeah, we were all thinking the same thing.
Yeah, but to my surprise, Kendall Gray won, and I'm not mad at it.
Not bad at all.
We can get into the men's one.
Ugh.
The men's one was really, really good. I think what's so fun about these matches is the last 4 to 5 minutes of these matches are just super fast paced, and it's kind of like, oh, it's a scramble for, oh, who's gonna get the pin, or you know, who's gonna get the upper hand. And I love how like they always teeter the line of like, could we possibly get a sudden death? We haven't gotten one yet, but I think we're coming close. I think next year we could potentially get a sudden death. I'm really hoping that they do a sudden death. We don't even know what that entails. One could only assume that, you know, it's probably 5 more minutes on the clock, I would assume, and you know they battle it out again for 5 more minutes. Who knows? I don't know. I guess we'll get to those rules whenever they do come. But the men's one was spectacular. I mean, you already had Leon and Javon starting it off. Bound for Glory Part 2. You know, Javon got the first pin of the night. And then after that, you had Miles Bourne come in. He did a really good job. I think everybody shined in this match. Those 3. You also had Dion Lennox, who's another guy who seems to be improving every week. You know, he's obviously with he's being put with Dark State, and he's able to show a little bit of personality about himself. But not only that, but he's improving in the ring. And obviously Joe Hendry, I think a lot of people had Joe Hendry winning. But you know, Javon I think was the right pick, especially because of what had happened earlier on in the night, which we will get into right after we're done talking about the men's Iron Survivor Challenge. But yeah, the final 5 minutes were just extraordinary in this match. Back and forth, the fast pace, trying to see who gets the pinfall. Was Javon going to win? You know, who was going to really get that final pinfall? Because it was tied 1-1 all across the board till about the final, like, 10 seconds of the match. It honestly reminded me of 2023 deadline when Trick Williams won. And, you know, I just love it. So, I mean, what do you guys have to say about this one?
I'll go ahead and start the Glaze Fest, shall we? My glorious bouncy boy has won. Isn't it a great, beautiful day?
Boo! Joe Hendry should have won.
Nope,
Boo.
nope, that nigga sucks. Anyway, so
Hey, fuck you.
Ron Evans. Isn't he just beautiful, Ron? Ron Evans.
Sure.
What do you mean, sure? The way he wrestles, the way he cuts a promo.
Yeah.
You know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. See? Ron loves him too. He finally won. I don't know if he's going to beat Oba. I want him to, but knowing the way Sean has been booking him, probably going to have him lose again like the piece of crap Sean is. So,
Whoa. Let's not too much on Sean.
well,
Hey,
he
Booker
needs
of
to
the
get
year.
Javon the belt, bro.
Booker of
Like,
the
what are we
year
waiting
goes-
for?
Booker of the
Christmas?
year, Shawn Michaels.
Booker of the year.
Yeah, but what are we waiting for? You know, can we give him the belt?
Is he really ready yet, though? Like, can we not just
Better
give him
than Joe
the North-
Hendry.
can we
That's
give
for
him-
sure.
I think we should give him the North American title first and see how he does with it.
No.
This fucking guy.
NXT title or nothing.
Yeah, basically.
Like I feel like Joe Hendry should be the one to beat Obafemi, but that's just my opinion.
I think it sucks. You know what I'm saying? Dude, it
Well,
sucks.
looks like he's gonna have to get in a line because there's two people.
I'm saying he has dibs on the winner of Javon and Oba.
So he has dibs on losing to the next first champion?
Wait,
Nice.
I don't think so. There's
Nice.
one other person that showed up at the end of the night.
Man, nobody gives a fuck about Tony D'Angelo.
Watch your fucking mouth. Yo, Jay, I know you heard that.
Hey,
What'd you say? Hold on. What'd you say?
He
I
said
said
nobody
nobody-
gives a fuck
I
about
said,
Tony D, bro.
Jay, look directly in the camera. I'll say it to you again. Nobody gives a fuck about Tony D'Angelo.
Wait. Are you aware of the fact that Tony D'Angelo has been since he's been at NXT, he's been a champion longer than Drew McIntyre? Are you aware of that or no?
So you're telling me he's been champion for over 300 days combined?
No, I'm saying since he's
In
been
front
in
of fans.
NXT.
In front of
And
fans.
since
There you
he
go.
started winning championships, are you aware that he's been a champion longer than Drew McIntyre, who's had a
No.
championship for 5 minutes? Are you aware of that or no?
Hey, if we include all Drew's title reigns, 300 days, over 300 days.
How many of those in front of fans?
He's saying since Tony D has joined them, like WWE.
Oh,
We don't even know when he joined, so it don't matter.
I was
yeah,
asking
I
if you knew. I was just asking if you knew that.
I did not know that. Fuck you, Jay.
Okay.
Well, now you know. To be honest, I'm glad. Honestly, like, I think the now that he's returned, I think this new character, whatever he is, this Russian killer, or he looks Serbian. He looks like he's he looks like one of those people that you hire for murder. Like you hire somebody to kill somebody. I like this change because there was a part of me that didn't think the whole mob boss thing would have worked. In the main roster,
Gone.
there's a part of me that doesn't believe it would have worked due to the inconsistencies in booking on the main roster. But I think this character could work. A more serious Tony D'Angelo. We're not really too sure what this character really entails. But I don't know what the hell he threw on Devon Evans either. They were like some black pieces of paper. I had no idea what those were.
I think that's supposed to represent a funeral.
Possibly.
The dog.
And you can't call him that no more because it's not even what he is. But I think it's really interesting. He has character change. He came back with a crazy ass beard. I thought he was bald until I saw that he was in a ponytail. Especially from the video package where it was like blurry. I thought he was bald. And then I saw his hair, and then I was like, thank God. But it should be really good. Oba, you can clearly tell, is trying to sell it that he's a big deal. I mean, he's one of only two people to have beat Obafemi. And if we're being honest, Tony D'Angelo did give him his toughest test, not Ricky Saints. So
I was saying that. Thank you. I was saying that.
I think there's really a scenario in which, unfortunately, Javon does not win this title. And it's going to be Tony D'Angelo at Stand and Deliver that beats Obafemi for that title.
What I will say is I'm gonna disagree. Well, actually, I agree with you. In terms of the Don, I don't know if this is still the Don or if it's a different Don or it's not a Don at all. What I will say is this: when you talk about Tony D, that Don character on the main roster, I always said, if done right and if allowed to be a full Italian mob boss a la Tony Soprano, I believe that they would need to go all in terms of that gimmick. That means like them getting hired to do mercenary stuff. getting hired to write people off like they do on NXT when they put people in the back of the car. They would need to be paying off refs. They would need to be sneaking stuff to Adam Pearce. Like I believe with that mob boss character, they would have to be questioning everybody. They would have to be wondering if everybody's corrupt. And I don't know if WWE with this current stage of creative, I cannot promise that WWE would not only be willing to give that much effort with this character, but do it properly. So if they are doing the change, maybe that's for the best because current WWE, I do not trust them to do that character justice, bro. Because for that character to be successful, like I'm talking about like APA levels, like Hall of Fame levels, they really need to give them a lot. They would need to give Tony D a lot. I do believe that Tony D would be able to produce on the main roster, but that would not be without the help of the higher ups in terms of his gimmick. He would need a lot, and WWE right now, I don't know if they're doing that.
The Big E.
Oh,
Yeah,
but,
you know, Tony D. Glad he's back, I guess. I wish he was on the main roster, but I guess cool. I guess he's on NXT. I mean, I like NXT the most right now in the company, so.
I did pop really hard last night, though.
Oh man, if only Jay was on the watch along.
I was with Rod.
Interesting. Oh, but yeah, you heard him. He was with Rod.
Interesting.
Dumbass. All right. Well, I mean, is there anything else you want to talk about Deadline Russell spot? I mean,
last thing is just the Oba Ricky because it kind of bleeds into Saturday night's main event. And obviously, the winner faces Cody Rhodes. Oba won. How do we feel about Ricky Saints dropping the title?
You know I love Oba.
That's a great decision, man. I think first of all, I think Oba versus Cody is more appealing than Ricky versus Cody.
Yes, I was thinking the very same thing.
Second of all, I don't know if Ricky going to the main roster, but I am very worried for him on the main roster. You already know he gonna get into that feud with the Miz off rip. I love the Miz, but you know what I'm saying. You know he's the gatekeeper for the main roster. Second of all. Ricky Saints, yeah, I mean he's straight. You know what I'm saying? I like him, but you know what I'm saying, Oba belongs at the top of that division. And for me, if we're gonna strap up Javon Evans, I would much rather
he needs to beat Oba. He needs to beat Oba.
Yeah, he gotta beat Oba, bro.
Especially after what happened in Heat Wave, he has to beat Oba. I'm sorry.
Because you know what I'm saying, Oba is like that. He did get a clean win against Javon, but nah, Javon got to get back.
I need to see that match again. My two favorite NXT.
Yeah, there was a lot of logistics with that match.
Is there? Was there logistics though? I mean, Oba got the win clean.
There was a lot of logistics with that match, man.
Are you talking about that one spot? I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh well.
He had that OG cutter. That should have been it.
Yep. But oh well. It is what it is. Well, yeah, I think that's Deadline, unless you guys want to talk about that decent at best match.
Yeah,
I will say both Iron Survivor matches were phenomenal.
They were great, actually.
Yes.
Are those the best ones so far?
2023 battle still.
Yeah, no, we had 2023.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie, the one with Trick Williams making that Dolph-like comeback. Oh my god, that was great.
I guess we can get into the Saturday night's main event. I guess we'll start with what we just left off with. Oba and Cody. What do y'all want to see out of this match? I think it's like a foregone conclusion. Probably gonna have Cody win, but what do y'all want to see out of it?
I would like for Oba to win, but we all know it's gonna be.
Oba should win, but it's gonna be Cody. Oba should win, but it's gonna be Cody.
But if we being real here. I don't think this match is ending with somebody looking at the lights.
Oh, let me guess. Drew's coming, huh?
You finish, they set up perfectly after what happened on SmackDown on Friday. Drew McIntyre
didn't kick his head in on SmackDown?
He's either going to kick a ref's head in or he's going to kick Cody's head in.
Wow. So
You
we're gonna
don't
ruin-
act like you think that's not happening, Ghost. After
No,
what happened,
I think it's a very interesting choice, but it's the main roster of WWE, so it's whatever.
yeah. I mean, it's the only way I can think of that protects both Cody and Oba.
They're both the best. Okay. All right, bro. I mean, either way, I get to see one of my current favorite stars with NXT belt and one of my favorite stars of all time with the WWE Championship live. Yes. Peak cinema, huh?
That match should be good. We got Bailey versus Sol Ruka.
That should be a good match. That's all I gotta say, honestly.
I want Sol Ruka to win this.
Soul should
I don't
win
know.
that. I ain't gonna lie. Bailey gonna be
I have a feeling So might actually win. So
She should. She really should.
If they can do the whole Zarya involvement and maybe you kind of tension with Lyra and Becky too. I mean, not Becky, Bailey too. That would be great. And intertwine those stories a little bit. Yeah, I would go with, if you're gonna have any NXT talent win that night, I guess I would go with could go with both, honestly, but I could see.
Speaking of that, do you guys
more likely
think
Sol.
any NXT stars are gonna get a win other than Soul?
I think that's the most likely right there.
And that's gonna be the only one because I don't know.
I mean, I think there's
Think they'll
still
add one
another.
more match.
Yeah, I think there's still
No.
going to be another NXT match. I just don't know who yet.
I guess who would
Yeah.
y'all want to see for that fourth match?
I want to see Javon again live.
Hear me out. Ilya Dragunov open challenge to anyone from
Yes.
NXT.
Ilya versus Javon.
Oh,
Mm,
my walls. The Capital One Arena. The walls will be white.
Rod, don't move, Rod.
y'all think it's gonna be tag
Something's
team
wrong
action?
with your niggas.
Nah.
Tag team match? Probably not.
There should be. What tag team though?
Dark
I'm
State.
sure they would have to use Dark
gonna
State.
sneak in Dark State versus Judgment Day.
Oh
Hey,
no!
hey, that might be a good match.
It's gonna be good.
I mean-
It's gonna be good.
It's gonna
I
be a
know
good
that's
match.
like-
Dion and
maybe
Saquon
not Judgment Day
are
though.
good.
Not Judgment Day though.
Judgment Day always sneaking in, man.
What?
Let's
Oh, yeah, that
see
one
it.
ain't
Let's
here.
put a good match. Oh,
Oh, damn it.
man, so yeah.
Of course, let's get into this main event. Gunther pretty much said at the end of the LA Knight match that he's gonna make Cena tap. I'm
Triple H, listen to me closely. Listen to me closely. I know it's Gunther. Let Cena just pass out. Don't make him tap.
Cena should not tap, bro. I'm
Cena
sorry.
should just pass out. Let us cheer our asses off when Cena's about to kick up. He's probably gonna stand up with Gunther on his back, and then he's gonna fall down and pass out. Please, bro. That's all I want. Don't make him tap out. That would be. I mean, at the end of the day, we all know Gunther's gonna win. There's no doubt about it.
This is Triple H you're talking about.
But just don't make Cena tap. I feel like that wouldn't just be right. It wouldn't feel right. But then again, it would be huge if Gunther did. But I don't know. Just have Cena just pass out. That's it.
We're talking about Cena.
We're talking about Gunther and Cena right now. Yes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel like Cena should tap out.
Yeah, just pass out. That's my
I mean,
own.
he's never quit or anything like that. Like, I think you'd be dumb if you're, Cena's never tapped out in his career.
Nah, he has though, but that was like 20 years ago, bro. So basically,
What was it too?
Well, like,
Y'all forgetting who's booking this shit. Y'all forgetting
for as
who's
much
booking
as
this.
for as much, and there's a part of me that believes that Triple H wants revenge on, Cena making him tap out at Mania
No,
22, that fucking piece of garbage.
Oh, he deserves
But-
it. So.
But no, I don't know. Like I think this is gonna be a really good match. I'm actually really excited for it. Gunther's already like claiming he's gonna make Cena tap out. Mind you, Cena literally has gone up some against like some gargantuan challenges. And he's undefeated in I Quit matches. I think he's undefeated in Last Man Standing matches. The dude just really, like his motto says, never give up. And I think that this is why this match writes itself. I mean, you have the guy who literally submits people and makes them quit, And then on the other side of the spectrum, you have a guy that's never quit for the last 25 years of his career. And just it's just one of those things. I think it's a really cool dynamic, and I want to see how it plays off. Gunther's been on an absolute heater, and Cena's been on a heater this year, putting on great matches. I think this style that Gunther's going to work is going to benefit Cena a lot more. It's going to allow for Cena to not work such a fast-paced style. And whenever Cena does go up against, at least, historically, when Cena has gone up against challengers that work this slower style, I think it actually benefits him a lot more. And Cena's adaptability to different styles is actually really good. It's one of the more elite things that he has in his traits outside of promos.
Yeah, he literally mirrors the wrestler that he wrestles.
Yeah, the adaptability aspect of John Cena, even at this day and age, it's just remarkable. He's elite at it, and I think he'll adapt pretty well to Gunther's style. He doesn't ever force you to work his style, but he does like to work other people's styles. We've seen it before, with
Remember, guys, he kept up with Danielson and Styles and Rollins. 3 people that are top 10 ring combos.
But if I'm being honest, I mean, Cena, I think Cena should lose. I just don't think he should tap out.
I think everyone here can agree that would be the only thing that we want in that match. Everything else, just go at it. Go at it for a good 20 minutes or whatever.
I want to believe Cena ain't gonna tap out, but we've seen Triple H do some stupid shit. So
I don't think it'll be completely stupid. But then again, I don't
know. Cena, that visual of Cena tapping out on his final match of his career is just crazy.
It's crazy, and that's probably why they would do something like that. But
we know it's stupid, but then again, Triple H is booking this shit.
What are the chances? I want to ask you, what are the chances Cena wins this match?
1%.
Not gonna lie,
Like 5%.
Hey man, if Cena wins, I'm not complaining, but I'm
not complaining either.
Cena is gonna be Cena is the type of nigga that want to go out on his back. He the type of person that want to go out on his back. He ain't winning.
There's a part of me that wants to believe that Cena's not gonna go out, 2 straight losses at the end of his career.
Well, I have another question. Are we gonna predict that this could be Cena's best match on the retirement tour?
Ooh, it could.
It
really could.
It can be. Will it top AJ
it
or Cody? I don't know. I think the AJ one, just from a sentimental value for me, I don't know.
I think it definitely has the potential to easily top.
It's really going to depend. How much time are these guys going to get? That's really it. How much time? We know Saturday night's main events are usually known for being pretty cheap. And
for no reason, by the way.
The other thing is, here's the thing. If they start the show, I feel more confident that they put on a better match. For the simple fact that if they start the show, they're going to have the range to put on as long as of a match as they want. If they end the show, they're going to have to hope that nobody runs over their time, which tends to happen a lot in wrestling. Meaning, I don't know. Obviously, this isn't on NBC, which is great, because if this was on NBC, there'd be major problems about holding this retirement tour on a Saturday Night's Main Event. But because this is on this version of Saturday Night's Main Event, which no commercials, and the fact that it could potentially go longer because it is on Peacock, I don't think they'll go longer than 2 hours, but it can if need be. But I would say this. If it does go over, Triple H and those guys in the production team better let the show go on.
Let it go on. Take the fine, bro. You guys are $1 billion company. Take the fine.
Bro, they better not cheat, but they better not hoe out, bro.
By no,
I'll be damned if
by no sense of the
and they cut his
imagination.
ass off.
Yeah. By no sense of the imagination should this show get cut short. By no stretch of the imagination. I'm sorry. If there is one thing that would piss me off, and Cena tapping out, I'm not sure that would piss me off. But what would really piss me off is the fact if this show gets cut short because of the fact that we need to stop at the 2 hour mark. No, this
is the fine, bro.
This is the one night of the year that you should be allowed to go overtime. More than anything. Because you got to think, bro. I don't know how many more matches are going to get added to this card. I would assume one other match is going to get added. But you also have to think, is Cena going to get a retirement speech, a complete one, after his match? So that, a match. You have, by the way, I really do believe that the Cody and Oba match is going to get time. Cena and Gunther is going to get time. Both of those matches in total are going to probably make up an hour of the show.
Oh yeah.
So between those two, and then obviously all the excruciating ads that WWE likes to play in between matches, this show will easily go over the 2-hour mark. I just hope that WWE, for this one night of the year, we're never going to get a night like this again. For this one night, please, if it goes overtime, do not cut it short.
All right, Blessor. Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm no troll, bro. If WWE does not give the proper time for this retirement match, honestly, if I am a wrestler and I'm in WWE, why would I want to retire there? And I really think that WWE, they overestimate themselves a lot. Like, people, it's not like, you know what I'm saying? Yes, people are leaving to go to WWE, but it's not like, you know what I'm saying, they're treating it like the be all end all that it used to be. It's really not. And I really think they need to screw their heads on tighter and ask themselves if they want to do something that could potentially mess up their future.
Did y'all talk about Cody and Oba?
Yes, we did.
One thing I will say about that match, Oba needs to win. Cody needs to do for Oba what Cena did for Kevin Owens. I think that's how it should end. Cody needs to put over Oba. 1,000%.
He should, but he's not going to, unfortunately.
Cody should 1,000% put over Oba. Oba doesn't really lose that much. Cody's one of the most protected in the business. I don't even think, in reality, judging by what has been said, these are exhibition matches. They have nothing to do with kayfabe. So I don't think this will be I don't think there will be a DQ in this match, realistically.
He's probably going to push with it for over the win.
There needs to be a winner, and I think it should be Oba Femi, without a shadow of a doubt.
Completely
Cody Rhodes for one night, you can take a pin because this won't matter in the grand scheme of things. In the grander scheme of things, regardless, this match won't matter.
You know, Oba beating Cody, but not Drew. It's kind of crazy, Lee.
I know. I think Oba does deserve the win, but I honestly do see the DQ happening after what happened. Like, I want Oba to win, but I just see this DQ happening on Saturday after what happened.
I'm not gonna lie, I do not want to see Drew McIntyre's face during that match.
I don't want to see it either. I want to see Oba win, but unfortunately, it's probably going to happen.
Nah, I don't need that piece. That Scottish piece of shit does not need to be anywhere near Cody Rhodes versus Oba Femi.
Yeah,
I agree with you, Jay. But you know it's gonna happen.
Nope.
By the verbiage that Cena's been using, that these are exhibition matches and these matches don't. He's making it seem like these matches don't matter in the grand scheme of things. I could really see a scenario in which that match will not end in a DQ, just because of the fact that I don't think they're gonna do continuation.
So basically, Cena wants this Saturday night's main event to be like all the old ones.
Yeah, they're not gonna be canon to like technically the way he's made it seem. I don't know if it will end up coming out like this, but this show will not be canon to main story WWE,
which I don't hate at all,
because that is what typically Saturday night's main event, before they brought it back, they haven't been canon to WWE. If anybody remembers those in the mid 2000s, that were, they would usually do them before WrestleManias. They weren't really canon. It's almost like the matches didn't even exist. They wouldn't be talked about. They would show just highlights of it on a Monday Night Raw, but they wouldn't be canon. So if that the way that John Cena's talking about it, it's making it seem like this show is not going to be canon.
Very interesting.
But
Alright.
Spot, I think we're ready
And
for.
are we ready for the reveals?
Let's go.
Oh, we
man.
got some
Let's do
reviews.
the
Here we go.
reveals.
Come on.
We doing the
Alright.
women's?
Let me grab stats real quick. Here we are. All right, we'll start with the women's first. Let's get the easy one out of the way. Let's get the biggest blowouts out of the way first.
Of course.
And no bigger blowout than this one. 100% to 0. Your number 1 versus 16 seed. Io Sky and JC.
To 0 though.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Nobody voted for JC Jane.
Nobody
No.
voted for JC Jane.
Why the fuck would we?
I swear I put JC Jane.
This
And I
fucking-
purely did it because Tommy said Io Sky.
This fucking guy, bro.
I swear I put JC Jane.
Well,
Oh, right.
Rigging the votes. We are rigging the votes now. Okay.
Pony Storm, Momo Watanabe. Take a guess on what this percentage.
Oh, I got this one. Tony Storm.
Take a guess what the percentage was though.
100%.
90.
Yeah, I'm going 90. Huh?
101%.
Tony Storm takes out Momo 79% to 20%.
What?
Kind of insane to me, but
Okay. Was that the women's world champion, the Momo?
I don't
Did she
remember
become women's
what
world
tournament she
champion?
won, but she
You know
won
what?
some tournament or something.
I don't remember.
she won the Grand Prix for.
There you go. There you go.
for
the
Star-
G1 for women's, yeah. Okay. Well, I guess. But Tony Storm won, so go ahead.
See if there's any other blowouts. Oh, there's 2 more. We'll go with those. Stephanie Vacquier and Becky Lynch.
Oh, gee, I wonder who won that one.
Stephanie won with 88% to 11. 12, I guess. Right
That's
call
a
there.
crazy blowout. Holy
Right call.
shit!
But
I'm actually surprised at that one.
Vector
That's
had
a crazy blowout. That's not even close.
mhm.
What the fuck?
Oh man, Becky Lynch.
Next.
Whoops.
Mercedes Monet and Stephanie. Oh no, sorry. And Lyra Valkyria. Same exact percentage, 88 to 12. Mercedes moves on.
Hey Lee, do the dance. Hey Lee, do the dance. You know, CEO, 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 CEO. Come on, Lee, you gotta do the dance.
Is there another
Lyra
first
Valkyria
one?
was robbed.
Oh, brother, next person.
Robbed. Get out. I got over there.
This
fuck
vote is
outta here.
rigged.
Get
It
the
is
fuck
rigged.
out of here. Mercedes clears, buddy. Let's go.
Next, Athena and Saya Kamitani.
Kamatani. Yeah.
Athena, 31%. Saya was 68.
Should have been more of a
Saya,
blowout, but should have been.
You know how they get with Athena, man. Oh,
Alright,
they get with her.
Chris Statlander and Suri. Statlander would go down with 34%. Suri moves on with 65%.
Okay. Yeah, bye, Statlander.
Starlight Kid and Suri. Suri moves on with 69%, with Starlight Kid
Jesus.
having 30. All right. And the
Alright.
last and closest of this tournament, or this women's tournament, is Azumi moving on past Mayu Iwatani.
So Zumi won.
Yeah, 56 to 43%.
Damn.
Well, the men's.
Men's
Oh
side.
God, I'm scared
There
on
we
this
go.
one. Yeah, I'm scared on this one.
We'll start with number 1 seeders. Unlike the 1 and 16 seed, the 16 seed got a couple votes here. 95% to 5. Hangman Page will move on, but Dom did get some votes there.
5%.
All right,
That's
who voted? Who voted for Dom?
that's actually pretty good.
Lee. What?
I don't watch AW that much.
And it's still Hangman. Yo.
Hey,
Okay.
Dom's had a phenomenal year, you know?
Anyway.
On the other side
Gotta
of the
vote for the
bracket,
underdogs.
exact same, number 2 versus number 15. Oba gets 5%, Konosuke gets 95.
Y'all gotta vote
Hi,
for
me
Konosuke.
again.
Yeah, this nigga Lee, bro. This nigga Lee. Unbelievable.
7-10.
7-10. Let's save that one. Let's say, that one's kind of a blowout. It's a
Huh?
blowout.
Wait, why were you?
7 and 10 seed is CM Punk and Cody Rhodes. CM Punk moves on with pretty much 80%. Cody Rhodes moves on. Is left out in the first round with 20%.
Wow, I thought people were gonna try to name value it.
I didn't vote on that one. I can say I didn't vote on that one.
I thought people were gonna try to name value that shit.
Nah, y'all we know the real. We know the real.
No, obviously, unfortunately, you know.
Do Bandito. Because that's a blow.
Oh yeah. Bandito Gunther. Gunther loses, only getting 10% to Bandito's 90.
Hey man, Bandito has had
Nah, I voted Bandito.
Bandito has had a crazy year, man.
Rod, your favorite wrestler moved on.
Let's go with Kyle Fletcher and Hiroshi Tanahashi.
I swear to God.
Kyle Fletcher moves on. 78%.
Thank God. Get the fuck out of here, you piece of shit with no knees.
I voted for Kyle Fletcher.
78-21. That's not bad. Not bad.
Get that no knees bitch out of here, bro.
Let's do the one that's gonna piss people off.
Wait, we did Sami Zayn Despy, right?
No.
Rod?
Let's get that one out of the way.
It better not be what I think it is.
Sami Zayn goes down the first round. Desperado moves on.
69-30. Well, technically 70.
Let's
do the one that's gonna piss people off.
Which one is that? 6'11"?
I swear to God.
Yeah. All right.
Let's do the
number 6 seed is Kazuchika Okada versus Zack Sabre Jr. 41% to 59%. Okada's moving on. ZSJ is a first round exit.
Yo, does Deontay's voice straight?
ZSJ is a first round exit.
That burger don't move me, man.
That's crazy. What?
Burger.
I hate telling good
good wrestling, trying to read Shakespeare to a fucking dog.
I told you, it goes when I tell you there was one that was gonna piss people off.
Trying to read Shakespeare to a fucking dog.
All right, we need to know the big one now.
But Okada had a great year. Oh God,
this is the match of the week.
Oh God,
Battle of Johns.
We've been hoping y'all make the right decision. 60% to 40%, I believe. Oh, it's like by a percent. This was the second closest percentage. But your winner is John.
Which one?
Winner is John. Bye, Moxley. Bye. Goodbye.
On.
Goodbye, Moxley. Bye.
Whoa.
Those first 5 months, they ain't moved me, gang.
John Cena.
I don't know why Jay acted surprised.
John Cena moving on.
When me and Jay were the only people in a certain server.
By the way, I'm just gonna let you guys know. Let's take a look here.
When me and Jay were the only 2 people in a certain server trying to defend this shit when John Moxley was putting up stakers.
So yesterday at 3:43 p.m., John Cena and John Moxley. John Cena had a 53% chance to win, and John Moxley was 46%.
I knew I should have put extra votes in.
In the span of a day, it moved from that gap to a 20% gap between the two.
I knew I should have spam voted today.
Oh, and by the way, I voted at 4:29.
You piece of shit.
You crazy. A minute before it
Once I
closed.
saw Tommy at 4:23,
Nah.
put that up, I was like, wait, I'm waiting
A minute
till
before
the last minute
Yo, Low Jock.
to vote for John
How about
Cena.
those first 5 months?
Oh, he was still working those first 5 months.
Hey,
Though.
y'all can thank me for getting John Cena moved on.
With that garbage ass title reign, Lee. You're moved.
Rod, you are a piece of shit.
Rod, get Mox out of here.
Well,
Goodbye.
brother voted literally at the last minute. That's hilarious.
All right, so these
Oh,
are
I
your
can do
round.
no wrong.
The bracket
These are your
you're
round
in,
2 matches.
Elite Eight.
Take a look. On the women's side, we got Io Sky and Azumi, Saya Kamitani versus Stephanie Vacquier, Mercedes Moné and Suri and Toni Storm. On the men's side, Hangman Adam Page, Kyle Fletcher, that could be a fun one. Desperado versus Bandito. Okay. John Cena and Okada. Okay.
Time
And
for
then
John Cena to
CM
exit.
Punk and Konosuke Takeshita.
Time for that piece of shit from Chicago to go
Hey.
away.
John Cena, it's time to eliminate that bitch merchant.
Whoa.
Can you respect Okada?
It's time. He can do no wrong. We're going to the finals, baby.
You know what's gonna give him a boost next week is he has the retirement match too.
Yep.
People are voting on name value now. Okay.
John Cena.
Lee wanted to put John Moxley.
By the way,
I did. I voted John Moxley twice.
Hangman and Kyle
Oh,
Fletcher.
man,
That's
well.
going to be really interesting. Hangman and Kyle. I
I
think
voted for John Cena twice. Yes.
Hangman and Kyle's going to be interesting. I think Bandito's going to
I
get.
think Bandito has a.
I think he's.
I don't want to say free because I don't know too much about Desperado.
Bandito, he's beating Destiny, though. I love
Wait,
that.
wait.
He's beating Destiny.
So Konosuke and CM Punk. I think Konosuke's going to win pretty comfortably.
Can we all as a collective help Bandito get to the final, please?
So
No.
Also, can we bring up
Okay.
Enigma's comment with ZSJ? I agree with him. Yep, I agree. Right now.
59 to 41%.
By the-
That's
by the
close,
way,
but oh my gosh.
pull up the bracket again. I got the match of the week. I know which one it is. And I'm not gonna say Cena and Okada.
Yo, can you bring it in? Yeah, thanks.
The match of the week is right here. Saya Kamitani and Stephanie Vaquer. If you know, you know. This is going to be a lot closer than what it should. I don't know what the turnout is going to be, but this realistically should be one of those that's like 51-49. I think this one is going to be really close. Saya Kamitani and Stephanie Vaquer.
Can I give my opinion on who I think is going to win all of these? 'Cause I think I can pretty much. We can clip this up, and I guarantee I'll be right next week. We look at Hangman and Fletcher. Hangman's going to move on. I think Bandito's going to move on again. John Cena, CM Punk, Io Sky, because she's had a phenomenal year. I think Stephanie Baker will edge it a little bit. Mercedes Moné and Toni Storm.
I'll say Hangman, Bandito, Cena, and Konosuke. Io. I think they're gonna give Saya this one because a big part of the community is Enigma's group. Mercedes and Tony.
I have the same as Russell's spot as well. That those are my predictions. The same as Russell's spot. Mine is basically the same.
Jay, you
I
got
really do believe Kamitani is actually gonna win.
I think that we're talking about for the women, right?
No, all of them, all of it.
All of them.
All of them. Upset. I think. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if John Cena is making it out this round. It might be over.
Nah, I think he edges it just.
CM Punk, he's can he sneak by Takeshita?
No.
I think he does just about. I think name value
that
helps
G.
CM Punk.
I think it's gonna be way closer than I think, but I don't think he's.
I think what will push CM Punk over is name value.
The one thing I think one of the harder ones is definitely Fletcher and Hangman. Man, they both had phenomenal years.
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting.
Oh, this is gonna be very interesting.
You guys have a week to vote. The
Is the form ready to be posted?
The form will be out here in a moment.
The votes will close next Sunday, 4:30 p.m. They will close. So make sure you guys vote. And yes, you can vote more than once. Just letting you know. So
Of course.
go on ahead, everybody. Vote. Send it out to your servers. Get as many people to vote. Just remember, this is based on voting. We don't rig this shit. That's not what we do here.
Yeah, Lee just sucks.
God damn it,
We've
Triple.
truthfully, we've only ever had to do one executive order, and that was Moose over Roman Reigns incident in 2023. Or
Wait, we rigged the tribal chief?
No.
One
Moose
specific
beat Roman
person.
in that year. Lee.
Moose had one.
Moose
It
won,
was
and
really
we
only
reversed
one
that
vote, but he voted a million times.
shit. We reversed that shit, so.
And
That was
only
cool.
executive.
Shout out Zay for the Roman hate.
No. Let's not shout out Zay.
Why not?
All right, chat.
L Roman Hayes.
We appreciate
W
y'all
Roman 8.
watching after 2 hours, 14 minutes, and
What's my title
27
about?
seconds. Saturday night's main event. Watch along next week. We got Undefeated Wednesday. And then we're back here for round. We're gonna announce the final four. Elite Eight matchups. Anything else y'all want to say before we get the hell out of here?
I will say
Yeah.
something.
I just want to say the wrestler of the year. It's amazing every year, man. My boys do a fantastic job with this. The community we got. Shout out Lee. Shout out Ghost. Shout out Deontay for continuing to be here, man, and support Rod Hardy, Wrestle Spot, the originator, Tommy. It's just been wonderful, man. It's a great experience. Next week, round 2, we're going to see. Round 2. That's all, bro.
John Cena.
All good.
Anybody else?
John Cena.
Yeah. Oh shit. Happy to be here. I love doing this shit every year. It's fun as hell. I'll be back on BTBC and
Hey,
can't wait to see
thank
what
you for
happens
being
this
on.
week. And Triple H, don't piss me off next week. Okay.
Triple H is gonna piss you off
Oh.
next week.
Probably.
I am your IWA champion. We appreciate
About time,
everyone.
dumbass.
Yeah, I took your fucking belt. Shut the fuck up.
It's not even mine. It's yours.
I took
It's
the belt you were
yours.
holding. I beat you for it. so
It's
shut up.
yours belt. I held it
You-
hostage.
Oh, you were looking at them lights for me.
How many times have I
I'm not-
beaten you this year?
Anyway,